Hi there, my name's Dav Sandhu. I'm a pharmacist, independent prescriber from Leicester. My questions, I've got a couple, and they are to do with the actual application form. One of the questions in the form asks about how a practice will recruit a pharmacist. So I did my independent prescribing course with the practice last year, so they already have a candidate. So can that be written in the application form, or does it have to be advertised, e.g. through NHS jobs or places like that? So,
we are not prescribing how practices recruit. If a practice already has a really close relationship with a pharmacist, how they comply with employment law is entirely up to their decisions. But we would remind practices that there is employment law and they should adhere to it. We've been having a really interesting discussion this week, and I was talking to Howard Duff at the RPS yesterday about whether or not some support for practices around recruiting pharmacists might be helpful. We had a WebEx last week, the other week, where that was raised as a question, and I don't know. So again, some advice about whether or not you think some help to put in touch people who are up for being clinical pharmacists and the practices that are successful in the pilot bids, whether or not that would be valuable and how we might do that. We've also talked about where roles might be advertised. Might there be some block advertisement in trade journals? HSJ is a little, NHS jobs is a little bit more complicated because of the relationship between, well, basically how you pay for putting jobs on there. So I don't think we can commit to that, but we are investigating all sorts of opportunities. If anybody's got any ideas about how recruitment fair might work, or where adverts might go, whether or not there should be collective adverts, or whether or not we should just let the system get on with it, you will be aware, though, that there are already jobs out there being advertised all the time. And I do know that one practice has said, well, we're going to take a punt and we're going to try and recruit somebody, and if we're successful in the pilot, great, and if we're not, we're not. I love that attitude, but, you know, employment law is the thing that all practices and employers should think about when they're looking at recruiting, I think.